Did you know about the Matrix robbery? Did you know about the Matrix robbery? Did you know about the Matrix robbery? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? What is the Matrix? Who invented the Matrix? Who invented the Matrix? Did you know about the Matrix robbery? Who invented the Matrix? Rodrigo Parrondo has all the evidence. Rodrigo Parrondo has all the evidence. Keep watching and find out all about it. According to some wild scientific theories of quantum physics, the matrix is a mathematical formula or logarithm that Rodrigo Parrondo described in his virtual extract, written between 1994 and 1995. He also created Interax, Adventures in Cyberspace, in 1997, several original scripts, and a sci-fi story. In his two science fiction works, Parrondo outlines the key elements of the virtual tangle of the cyberspace trip, teletransporting a body as a digital spirit and physically entering interactive programs and simulation interfaces through a computer, thus allowing human beings to take physical journeys through the virtual world or cyberspace.
This is the construct. It's our loading program. We can load anything from clothing to equipment, weapons, training simulations, anything we need.
Right now, we're inside a computer program?
Is it really so hard to believe? Your clothes are different, the plugs in your arms and head are gone. Your hair has changed. Your appearance now is what we call residual self-image. It is the mental projection of your digital self.
This isn't real.
What is real? How do you define real?
Truth can sometimes be stranger than science fiction. Rodrigo Parrondo's story began in 1997, when he first presented his scripts to executives at Warner Brothers Mexico, attempting to round up funding for a television series entitled Interax, The Cyberspace Adventures. Due to the vast numbers of similarities this project has with the movie Matrix that was realized a few years later, we feel it is important to present the following frame-by-frame comparison in order to demonstrate the seriousness and solid legal foundation of this claim. In 1997, Parrondo turns his material over to Warner Brothers in Mexico to be examined and authorized. He includes the complete graphic development of Virtual Extract, realized in 1995, and the television series Interax Adventures in Cyberspace. In 1998, Parrondo is contacted by Diana de la Peña and Guadalupe Esower, two executives at Warner Brothers Mexico. They tell him his projects were reviewed and discussed by executives in the United States, who requested he send them a presentation in English immediately. 2 months later, for the second time, Parrondo takes his science fiction material to the offices of Warner Brothers Mexico, this time translated into English. On behalf of Warner Brothers, Diana de la Peña and Guadalupe Esower signed a letter of confidentiality and mutual agreement in which they acknowledge that the information presented by Rodrigo Parrondo, Interax Adventures in Cyberspace, had been requested for purposes of analysis and evaluation by executives at Warner Brothers head offices, or Matrix, with the idea of later negotiating the realization of this project or the purchase of the copyright. This letter established Warner Brothers' commitment to not to use the work, in full or in part, without written permission from the author. After some time had gone by, without any word from Warner Brothers, Parrondo decides to pay it a visit. The result, Warner Brothers no longer has offices in Mexico. Rodrigo Parrondo goes to the movies and is shocked to be watching what appears to be a virtual copy of his scripts.
Thomas Anderson?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Great. Have a nice day.
Hello?
Hello, Neo. Do you know who this is?
Morpheus.
Yes. I've been looking for you, Neo. I don't know if you're ready to see what I want to show you, but unfortunately you and I have run out of time. They're coming for you, Neo, and I don't know what they're going to do.
Who's coming for me?
Stand up and see for yourself.
What, right now?
Yes. Now. Do it slowly. The elevator.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
What the hell do they want from me?
I don't know, but if you don't want to find out, I suggest you get out of there.
How?
I can guide you, but you must do exactly as I say.
Okay.
The cubicle across from you is empty.
What if they...
Go, now.
With the conclusion that there were too many similarities for them to be merely a coincidence.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
With so much material or film to choose from, we have been able to narrow it down to 21 comparisons in order to make this documentary, with all its legal basis and creative foundations.
Okie dokie. For my mind.
So what if he makes it?
No one's ever made the first jump.
I know. But what if he does?
He won't.
It might not merit an award for a documentary of the year, but it will have accomplished its mission if Rodrigo Parrondo is duly recognized as the creator of Matrix. The evidence presented here and the key elements of the virtual plot of Parrondo's cyberspace trip are available to the public at the website www.matrixunlimited.com.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Everybody falls the first time. Right, Trin?
First cut. Initial comparison with the opening images from The Matrix. Narration coincides with page 6, or synopsis of the project Virtual Extract, in 1995 by Rodrigo Parrondo. Starting from the spectator's vision, the screen will become the monitor of a computer, in which through a spontaneous activation of a digital system will give virtual life to an entity of artificial intelligence, expert of everything there is to know about good travel through Mexico. Such entity, Brain XV More, in turn will serve as a cybernetic messenger, Interax, to initially provide traveling necessities or desires of a group of 7 avid characters to see more, to later provide the adequate signaling or road signs and transport them virtually to the